An alleged hit-and-run driver is caught by police after striking a school crossing guard this morning in Louisville. We have new information tonight. Hello, everybody. It's our top story on the night team. I'm Doug Proffitt. It happened at the intersection of Cane Run Road and Bridwell. That's right near Wellington Elementary School. Police say 44-year-old Delane Rowe, allegedly hit the traffic guard and then sped off. The traffic guard was taken to the hospital, police say, with serious injuries. Police captured him not long afterwards. WHAS11 night team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie have been talking to parents as they were picking up their students today outside Wellington Elementary School. Taylor?
Well, Doug, some parents tell me it's hard not seeing the traffic guard they have seen for years as they dropped off and picked up their students at Wellington Elementary. And now they are hoping the crossing guard has a speedy recovery so she can return to work.
Bumper-to-bumper traffic at the intersection of Cane Run Road and Bridwell Drive around 4 o'clock. Earlier this morning, a Louisville Metro Police traffic guard was struck here by a vehicle that failed to stop. A hit and run. Parents say Wellington Elementary's crossing guard is a nice lady.
She always waves. I mean, she throws her hand up and she does continue to do her job.
She's nice as can be, and a good wave every morning, brings a smile to your face.
A passerby ran to help the guard until EMS and Louisville Metro Police 3rd Division arrived. She was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Police later arrested Delane Rowe, the alleged hit-and-run driver, in Jeffersontown. He's charged with felonies, leaving the scene, assault, and disregarding traffic control. For now, many parents and students are feeling empty without their traffic guard.
I mean, she does. She pushes that button and she helps everybody go across. And now today it's insane.
The intersection is now missing its traffic guard. Many parents are worried about safety in traffic.
As you can see, no one's there now. And school's about to let out in about 10 minutes.
At a news conference on first day of school, JCPS Superintendent Marty Polio talked about the ongoing shortage of crossing guards supplied by LMPD.
So I know it's a major issue. It's caused some traffic problems. We'll work with the city to help as much as we can, but there's very little we can do about that.
I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't know what they're going to do.
Christina McNerney says the guard knew how to keep the flow of the traffic going. Now she and Tanisha Guy are hoping for a speedy recovery.
So I'm glad they were able to catch him, but I just hope that she can get well soon and recover and get back out here.
Now, Metro Police say the hit and run happened at 9:20 this morning, and shortly after that, they got information about the vehicle that took off. An officer then spotted Delane Rowe and stopped him on I-64 near Shelby County. In studio, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 night team on your side.
Taylor, thank you. We have an update on breaking news we brought you earlier tonight. Louisville Metro Police homicide detectives are looking for suspects after a deadly shooting in the Park Duval neighborhood. Major Russell Miller says officers responded to a home on Beach Street at about 3 this afternoon. Inside, they found a man who'd been shot several times, and he died at the scene. Police are asking people to come forward with information to help them solve the case.
Without the community's help, it's just us out here. So any involvement, no matter how small, how much knowledge you may have, how little knowledge you may have of an incident, we encourage you to call us.
You can help detectives by calling the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD or use the police department's online tip portal. LMPD is also investigating after a man was found dead in the Shawnee neighborhood. Police say they responded to reports of a suspicious vehicle on Elliott Avenue at about 1:30 this afternoon. When officers arrived, they found a man who was dead inside the car. Police say they are still working to determine the cause of death. New tonight, a man is facing 20 years in prison after a jury found him guilty of attacking his neighbors and killing one of them with a machete. Elvis Anderson was found guilty of murder and 2 counts of assault for the attack that happened in July of 2022. Prosecutors argued that Anderson attacked his neighbors with a machete, killing Devon Banks and causing serious head injuries to 2 women. The jury recommended that he serve 20 years in prison. His sentencing is scheduled for October 30th. Well, tomorrow it's going to be an historic day in Kentucky. For the first time, you'll be able to place your bets on several different sports. Sports wagering is finally here in the Commonwealth. Yes, the state has allowed betting on horse racing since the 1800s. Tomorrow, you'll be allowed to go in person and place your bets just ahead of the first NFL game this season. That includes betting at places like Derby City Gaming on Poplar Level Road and Red Mile in Lexington, plus Louisville's Churchill Downs, where Kentucky's governor plans to make his ceremonial first bet tomorrow. Online gambling won't be available for a few weeks, but some providers will let you make initial deposits to online accounts as early as Thursday at 6 a.m. Many experts anticipate the $23 million in tax revenue coming. However, analyst Steve Bittenbender says we could see a lot more.
I actually think that's going to be a little bit low. I think looking at how other states have progressed, I do believe that Kentucky can. I think odds are good that Kentucky can get more, and you just have to take a look at what's happening in Indiana and Ohio.
A portion of the money will go towards helping those with gambling addictions in the Commonwealth. Now, 2.5% of revenue from sports betting will go to helping those with a gambling problem. Experts telling us the need will be bigger than ever. More than 60,000 Kentuckians already show addictive gambling behavior, and that's just with horse racing, according to Michael Stone with the Kentucky Council on Problem Gambling.
Significant risk factors for developing a gambling problem are accessibility and availability. So as gambling expands, there are more physical locations where you can bet. But now with the advent of the mobile applications on sports betting, so we need to have counseling availability from, Fulton to Pikeville.
If you or someone you know has a gambling addiction, take a look at the number on your screen, 1-800-522-4700. That's the National Problem Gambling Hotline. It is open every day. Well, the rest of the money earned from sports wagering will go directly to funding the state's pension fund. The fund was set up to provide retirement and disability pay to more than 400,000 of Kentucky's public servants. The plan in its current state has been described as one of the worst funded pension plans in the country. However, the rush of money expected from sports wagering is anticipated to change that. New tonight on the night team, a fire department in the fast-growing area of Bullitt County needs more firefighters, but its hands are tied thanks to a cap on property taxes there. But now a huge federal grant is coming to the rescue. WHAS11 night team's Connor Steffen and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton explain the dilemma in Zonton and how they'll be using nearly $2 million.
In a field where time is always of the essence.
It takes a lot of time for us to get to that side of the district. We cover 53 square miles.
Any chance for Zonton Fire to cut down its response time across Bullitt County, even if just by mere minutes, is crucial.
For the community, I think it's a great benefit for them.
Now with a new $1.7 million FEMA grant on the way.
And we can get to places more timely.
Progress points to that becoming a reality. Zonton Fire Chief Kevin Molden says the crucial money line will bring the department an abundance of new resources, including 6 new full-time firefighters, during a time when calls for service are on the rise.
It's, houses and everything burn faster, a whole lot faster than they did 10 years ago. Cars don't hold up as well as they used to, so people get hurt. So us being able to get there faster with more hands to be able to treat the people or take care of their problems, the better that everybody's going to be.
The new hires will join 3 recently hired part-timers and Zonton's 27 frontline firefighters. The additional hands will have an especially critical effect on operations in the more rural areas of Bullitt County, where Zonton will soon reopen its 2nd fire station.
But we've never had 24-hour staffing on that side of the 65 or the railroad tracks. Being able to put people over there to get to somebody's emergency in a faster time is going to be, it's going to be great, and it's going to be good for the community.
The station has to essentially grow in step with community growth, which is why Chief Molden says that this money is so important.
I know that there's other warehouses coming up. I also know that there's a possibility in one of our rural areas that we could get up to 1,200 to 1,500 homes put in there.
Chief Molden says the department, like others in Kentucky, is limited in its growth because of a property tax ceiling placed on how it's funded, making it critical to get opportunities like this right.
So, we'll in the future, we're setting ourselves up now to be ready for the future. And 2, 3, 4 years.
In Bullitt County, Connor Steffen, the WHAS 11 night team on your side.
Well, with the worker expansion at Fire Station number 2, Zonetons Fire Chief says it'll be the first time that facility has had 24-hour staffing. After Mitch McConnell's office comes forward offering a clean bill of health for the senator, some are expressing their doubts about the results. They include fellow Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. Rand Paul, who's an ophthalmologist in Bowling Green, is bringing into question the letter from D.C.'s Capitol physician, Dr. Brian Monahan. In it, Dr. Monahan assured the public that there was no sign of stroke or seizures found from McConnell. But Paul says McConnell's recent freeze-ups are a clear sign of a neurological event.
To me, it looks like a focal neurologic event. That doesn't mean it's incapacitating, doesn't mean he can't serve, but it means that somebody ought to wake up and say, wow, this looks like a seizure.
Answering questions from reporters today, Mitch McConnell said again he is healthy and he's not going to be leaving his position.
I have no announcements to make on that subject.
Well, what do you say to those who are...
I'm going to finish my term as leader, and I'm going to finish my Senate term. Community leaders.
There you have it. McConnell's term as leader ends in 2024, while his Senate term is set to end in 2026.